If it looks like I'm buried in boxes, it's 'cause I am. CGC came back. Next. All right, welcome back, everybody. My name is Matty from Comics, Comics Sales on Instagram. I do live sales there every Thursday night. Come join me, would you? This coming Thursday. Anyway, guys, we have a lot of CGC books back from CGC. Where else would they be back from? And we already just did a video going through my big haul for New York Comic Con, so be sure to check that video out. But this video is going to go over the graded books back from CGC. Here we go, guys. Long awaited. Many of them belong to some of you the viewer. And many of these are going to be available at this week's sale. Okay, so I've got a couple of cheat sheets here for how to remember which books are whose from various orders and so forth. Hopefully I can keep everything straight. Yeah, I think I've got it. So here we go. One of these was a pre-screen 9/8 submission. The other one was a straight modern submission. All right, so let's just go through what we have here, and then I'm gonna make a whole separate video about this book here because this came back this week as well, and I want to really talk about that one. We'll do a separate video for that. Okay, so here we go, everybody. We're going to go through the new books from CGC. Ready? All right. I thought so. I'm ready too. Here we go. We have first, okay, this one is not my book. This one belongs to my friend Johnny. Johnny got a 9/8 on his Miles Morales 13. First appearance of Ultimatum, I believe. No, Evil Miles, right? No, this is Billy Morales, of course. This is the second printing, first Billy Morales. There she is on the cover as a baby. So congrats to Johnny on this one. As a side note, if you're interested in any of Johnny's books or anyone else's books, you can still hit me up on Instagram at Comics Sales because sometimes they might be for sale. You never know. Next up, we have another one of Johnny's books. Oh, man. Okay, well, happy with the grade, not happy with how it's portrayed. Why can they not center these freaking grades? Jeez Louise. This is a Star Wars High Republic The Blade #2 Miko Suyan variant. Johnny got a 9/8 on that. Sorry about the off-centered logo there, Johnny. Weird. Weird that they do that. Here's another one, not so great on center. This is the Catwoman 40, Sozo Micah, in the 9/8. Off-centered 9/8. Sorry, Johnny. Slab looks good otherwise. I pressed all these books, or some of them didn't need a press. All right, this one is mine, again with the off-centered stickers. This is a bad batch for stickers. So this one is a newsstand for the first Spider-Man 2099. Unfortunately, I got a 9/4. It was a bit of a roll of the dice. I felt like it was probably going to be 9/6. Got a 9/4. It's got like a little chip off the foil up here that I didn't know if they would really care about, but they probably did. So what are you going to do? A couple surface issues on the back too. So what are you going to do? 9/4. Still, it's a high-grade newsstand. First appearance, Spidey 2099. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. 9/4. All right. Now some good stuff, guys. This is my stuff. More of my stuff. I've got a Batman 635 First Red Hood in a 9.8 with the off-centered sticker. What are we going to do about this, CGC? We going to have to send a bunch of books back to you or what? That's some bullshit. CGC. Love to hate them. All right, another one of mine. This is an X-Men 138. This one came back in 9.6. This came in a small collection of X-Men. I reserved a couple that I thought had a chance at 9.6 or 9.8. This one is one of those books that never got a top staple. So it was manufactured without a staple. This little doohickey in here is inside the slab. It's got that, you can see that black thing in there. I've gotten stuff like that out before with using like a credit card or whatever, but that is annoying. Annoying. Quality control. Hello. They're very fast these days, guys, but their quality control is shit. All right. Okay. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to complain. That's what I'm going to do. Wow. This one is cool because this is a key and I got a 9.8. So this is an X-Men 160 direct. First Ilyana Rasputin as a adult. First appearance of adult Ilyana. It even says it on the label. In a 9.8 X-Men 160. That is sweet. Cool book. And that one has a reasonably centered grade and no shit in the case. So there's a win there. All right, now we get into some various customers. So this one, Ultimate Invasion 2, belongs to Robness on Instagram. So RAWB Rob, this one is for you. It is a cool Tedesco Miles cover, and it is a 9.8, my friend. Congratulations on that. That's a 1 in 50. Bought that at my sale. Congrats on that, brother. Now we have a few more of Johnny's books. This one is the first Riri third printing, Invincible Iron Man 7, with a little cameo box on the cover. This one got a 9.6. All right, yeah, it's got a little white on the corner. Not super surprised by that, but happy it didn't go any lower. We do have a little floating something or other in the case right there. You can see against my black shirt, the little white thingy there. Okay, I'll have to do a full round of quality checking on these. It's a shame. All right, this one is another one for Johnny. Happy to get this grade for him. Black Cat 11, gorgeous J. Scott Campbell, got the 9.8. That is beautiful. Reasonably centered label. That one looks good. Another one for Johnny. We have Invincible number 2, first Adam Eve, Kirkham cover. That one got a 9.8. I believe, yeah, we did press that one. And that slab looks pretty damn good. I mean, it's not a centered 9.8, but it's a little better. And another one for Johnny. We have Venom number 3, first null. Let me make sure this was for Johnny. Yep. Venom 3, first null. 9.8. That's pretty sweet. Got one of these grading for myself as well. That one looks good. All right, next up we have Action Comics 1056. This one is going to be going to Snake. Rudy, Snake Eyes. Got 3 books for Rudy, I believe. We've got the 1056 1 in 25 cover in a 9.8. Looking nice. Another one for Rudy. We've got the Superman Special Edition 75, the foil in a 9.8. Looks great. That looks pretty sharp in the slab. Very nice, very nice. I don't know what it is about black covers that makes it, oof, ouch. Makes it want to scuff on the back. I don't know why black covers attract scuffing on the plastic well of the back cover. It doesn't make sense to me, but What are you gonna do? All right, this one is a big victory because this was a CPR book. It was a CPR book for non-sexual street treats. Non-sexual street treats, that's his name on Instagram. I believe I got this graded for him in a 9.6, and we decided to crack it out and try again. So we ended up with a motherfucking 9.8. Nice classic Mike Zeck cover. Awesome book. 9.8. We did it. We have done it. We bumped it. That is pretty sweet. This is a pretty expensive book in a 9.8. Upwards of $800. I've sold it before for 12, I believe. Even in direct edition. So that is nice. White pager. So congratulations on that, Matt. And that's not me, Matt. That's non-sexual Matt. I am sexual Matt. Just kidding. Here is another bump candidate. Marvel Voices Spider-Verse #1, John Jiang cover. Just met John at the New York Comic Con. This one was for Rob. Not Robness, but Rob Knox. Rob Knox, I got him a 9.6 on this before. We said, let's give it another try. And we got a 9.8. I did press this again. I think there was a little bit of finger bending on the back. And there was a little nick on the spine, which I think this time around they chose to forgive in light of the fact that everything else was perfect. So I'm glad that this 1 in 50, which he paid a good chunk of change for raw, I'm glad we were able to get that to a 9.8. So congratulations on that, brother. Next up we have for, I believe this one is for Albert JD. Albert is going to get these next 3 covers. Yes, next 3 books. So this one is a Batman 608 Jim Lee foil reprint from that 608 second print. This is the Batman Day Special Edition in a 9.8. Looking great. Congrats, Albert. Looking solid. All right, next we have a Catwoman 58, which he bought raw from me, and he said, let's slab it. I think I told him it wasn't going to be a 9.6, 9.8, but he wanted to give it a try. I said 9.2, 9.4. We got a 9.4. So looking pretty good. Congrats on that, Albert. Classic Adam Hughes. And third book for Albert is the ASM 300 foil in 9.8. I have quite a few of these coming. I actually did some pre-order sales for these as well. So congrats on that, Albert. Okay, next up I have Moon Knight 25. I have 2 more books in this order, and then I'm going to go to the pre-screens. It's a Gary Frank Moon Knight 25. There it is. It got a 9.6, which is a little funny. It's a little funny. Don't really see... Oh, yeah, it did have 1 spine tick on the spine, so... It's one of those things that's like a coin toss. You know? One day of the week, they'll say it's a 9.8. The other day, they'll say it's a 9.6. I think that's a harsh grade for it, but whatever. Whatever. And last one from this box is a good one. It is a good one, folks. It is Batman The Dark Knight Returns #1, 9.8. First print. That's my book. Super happy that this came back 9.8. Not happy with the centering on that 9.8. Again, with the lack of centering, it's really a bummer. But it looks gorgeous. And this really helps pay off this collection I bought, which this book was a part of. If this didn't get a 9.8, the collection probably would have been a bust, you know, but this getting the 9.8 kind of makes a difference, so that is kind of nice. It is kind of nice. I actually think that the Punisher one that I sold also came from this collection, so that ended up getting a 9.8 as well. So pretty nice in terms of grading on this collection. All right, I will go back through, do quality check on these real quick, and I'll come right back with the other box. All right, I'm back. Let's start this back up. So I quality checked all of those, and I'm setting 5 of them off to the side. So that's like 5 of 21 or so. Yeah, 5 of 21 that have quality control issues. There was actually a 6th, but I actually just used a credit card and a little dentist tool to get a little, what do they call it? Like a foreign object out of the case. So luckily I have the tools available to do that without damaging the case. But so CGC's off the hook for that one. But these ones that have, I mean, personally, I think off-centering is one thing, but if you start to have the text from, you know, the description here bleed over into the white, it's a no-no. That's a no-go. You have I mean, these guys are a grading company. You grade cards, you grade on centering. We're not going to accept this. So these are going to have to go back. Unfortunately, my 2 biggest keys, the Batman Dark Knight #1 and the Batman 635, are both going to have to go back. So that's annoying, but it's just, I don't want to sell a 9.8 book that's supposed to be perfect and the 9.8 is coming off the white square. You know, am I crazy, guys? Tell me in the comments below. All right, let's go into the box number 2. This is the pre-screen box. 22 books pre-screen. And it wasn't perfect because I do have a raw book inside. At least one raw book. Let's see how we did. There's one raw book back from the pre-screen. If anyone's not familiar with how pre-screens work, it's basically when you tell them, grade it if it's above X grade, but send it back to me raw if it's below that grade. So in this case, this was a 9.8 pre-screen, and we got one book back, which was my... Oh, and they sent me back a COA. That's cool. Sometimes they do that. I kind of like when they send COAs back. Even if they grade it. So this was a raw copy of the direct edition 2099. I pre-screened the direct edition because I didn't really want it under a 9.8, and I let the newsstand edition go for whatever it went for, which we got a 9.4 on. So there's that. And then they gave me back this Okazaki because it's limited to 300 for Berserker #12. So that's cool that I got that back. Let me put that to the side with my COA stack. All right, so there's that book, raw. That means we got 21 9.8 or better. All right, let's see what we got. So here we go, guys. I sent in a few of these and I offered these as pre-sale. This is the Okazaki, speaking of the devil. The exclusive variant from Sad Lemon Comics. This is Spider-Man 32, Todd Father homage, Spider-Punk cover. So I've got a few of these trade dress. I think 2 of them pre-sold. And let's quality check. Everything looks good so far. So everything should be 9.8 or better now. Here's another of the Okazakis. Looking nice, perfect centering on those 9.8, so this batch looks good. Okay, I got one Virgin in there. This is the Virgin edition. Obviously more rare than the trade. Did not pre-sell that one. And a couple more trades. I'm just quality checking if you guys don't mind, because we know that CGC can be a biatch when it comes to this stuff. Here's another copy, looking good. And another copy, looking good. All right, so that's my little stack. Side note, none of those needed presses. So that was part of my rationale. I got a bunch of them. They're still like not sold out yet on the distributor level, which is why, you know, if I'm paying 20 bucks a piece for them, and other people can still get them for 20 bucks. I can't really make a profit on them unless I grade them. So the fact that they were like perfect grading candidates with no press made the choice clear. Let's just send them all off and have a bunch back. So that's sort of a little window into why I make that decision when I do. So similarly, I ordered, I think, 30 of these because this is the US edition of the ASM 300 facsimile, which came in a foil edition option. So I basically reserved the nicest copies, to try to get 9/8 in, and I pre-sold a few of them as well. So we're gonna see what we got back from the ASM 300 batch. I sent in 8 of them. Okay, so that's 1 copy, 2 copies. I'm just quality checking them at this point because you guys know the grade. That's 2. Here we go. So we've got another 9/8 here. Looks good. That's 3 copies. Another 9/8 here. Looking good. 4 copies. I also think I gave one of these away as a top bidder prize. I gotta look up who that was. It's probably Denny Newton. Copy number 5 looks good. Copy number 6 looks good. Copy number 7 looks good. And now, ready for this? Copy number 8 with an almost off-center grade and some scuffing on the interior. Well, fuck that shit. Is a 9/9. 9/9. 9 times. So we got 199 of the batch so far. This one's going to need to be... I think I'm going to request a reholder on this too because it's got the scuffing and the 9/9's almost off-center, almost out of the box. So we'll see if we can get a reholder on that. Appreciate the 9/9. I just wish the quality control was up there. You don't want imperfections on what's supposed to be a mint book. You know what I mean? All right. Next up, we have... Oh, what's this? Another 9/9. This one's a little bit less of a surprise because it's a metal. So I kind of just threw this in on a whim because it didn't need a press. And I don't usually get metals, but I had one and I was like, it doesn't need a press. Let's see if we can get a 9/9 or a 10. And sure enough, we got a 9/9. So this is Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever, Beach Party #1. Sensational She-Hulk homage. Virgin cover. So, got a 9/9. No problem. That's the second 9/9 of this batch. All right, here is that Berserker that we got the COA for. Quality looks nice, except remember I told you guys on the back cover how sometimes with black you get okay, I see a couple of the fingerprints are coming off. There were some bad fingerprints on this one. I can probably live with this. It has these like streaks on the back. If you can see those. But it's not too out of the ordinary. It's on the back cover. I can probably live with it. So I'm not gonna try to cry foul on this one. Oh, nope, we got a crack in the case. All right, we got a crack. It's going back. See that? You gotta be careful, guys. Do your quality control because CGC does not do theirs, all right? But this one is one of the COAs they sent back. And actually, this same cover was used at Comic-Con with some even more limited variants from the Comic Corner. They did like a 10 copy, 20 copy, and 50 copy. This is a 300 copy, which is still pretty low, and it's that awesome Japanese artist Okazaki. So... that goes in the QC pile, going back. Okay, and let's keep a hot hand going, guys. We've got another 9-9. Batman 608. This is that foil edition. We got another 9-9. How do they do? They are pushing it, man. They are pushing it. That 9-9 is almost off the white. And the description is right against the edge. I mean, does this bother you guys? Am I crazy? If it's a 9-9, shouldn't it be centered? It should be centered if it's a 5-0. It should be centered regardless. Why is centering your printing so damn difficult? And then also, the top of this label's all fucked up too. You see that? I don't know if you can tell, but it's off-centered. It's like crunched at the top. And see how it pulls down on the left side here? It's not parallel at the top. It's hard to tell on the video, but this is not acceptable. They really, you know, what they have in terms of turnaround time, they make up for it in quality control or the reverse of that. They're moving too fast, and I would gladly trade in another week or two of turnaround time to avoid this problem. All right, this one is for a client named Trippy Trip. Shout out to Trip. He got a John Tyler Christopher Vision slabbed in a 9/8. Congrats to Trip. Let's check the quality control. Looks good for Trip. Congrats, Trip. Okay, next up we have this Supergirl Adam Hughes reprint. Gorgeous. This one is going to go to... Okay, this one goes to L. Vince Vigil. Vince Vigil with the 9/8. This is a El Quinto Mundo. Adam Hughes, very nice. Reprint, again, it's not completely clean on the back, but it's not too bad. 9/8 is centered, and it looks pretty damn nice. So congrats to El Vince for that. Just 2 more books, guys, and we'll call it a day for this video. Remember, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment below. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I just had a lot come in this week, so I figured I'd make a few videos and get them out to you guys. Remember, I have a live sale on Instagram this Thursday night, as I do every Thursday night, and a lot of this stuff will be available there. All right, this is a World Tree number 1 per store. This goes to KC. I want to say KC Comic Books or something like that, but friend of the channel, longtime customer, got the 1 per store, and it's a 9/8. And the quality looks good. So congrats to Casey for that. And the last one from this lot goes to me. This is sort of a last minute throw into the batch. Just, you know, pre-screen. It was a candidate. Another one of these things where it's like, it's raw and nobody's really buying it. It's the Wonder Woman 800, first appearance of Wonder Woman's daughter, who I want to say is named Trinity, but I'm not sure. And this is the 1 in 50 sketch cover by Paquette, which on the week of release was going for $60, but I didn't make the sale. And then the next time I went to sell it, it was only going for $30. And I still couldn't make the sale. So then I start thinking to myself, I did pre-screen this as a 9/8, so might as well just make it a 9/8 at this point. You know what I mean? And now maybe someone will buy it for $60 again. You know what I mean? But it's just another way of kind of changing up the appeal factor. Like, can this be a more appealing collectible? Can this not have Newton rings and a big space at the top of it? This is going to be another send back. You guys heard that crack, right? I was trying to even out this Newton ringage. It's on the edge. It's all right. It's just not great. Sometimes these thicker books kind of don't sit in the well very well. The top of the slab is making noise like that. Not crazy about it, but I don't feel like spending the time in this particular case. Do I? I might just put it on the quality control pile because the top of that book is kind of annoying me. All right, that is the 43 books back from CGC. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to make one more video for this week, so stay tuned for the third video of this unusual week. I don't usually make YouTube videos at all, let alone 3 in 1 week. But again, I had so much fun stuff to share, to show and tell, to brag about that I wanted to sort of split it up into different videos. Otherwise, it would be really, really long. But thank you guys for watching this one. I have one more thing to unbox. It's in that bubble wrap right there. It's just a single book, and we're going to take one whole video on it because it's just that important. And it's also very Halloween timely. But we're going to decide in that video whether we want to keep it as is or send it back in for a bump. All right, let's see what happens. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks a lot for watching again, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.